I was 18 years old when I went down to Dublin with a fistful of money and a carload of dreams. Take your time, said my father, stop rushing like hell, and remember all's not what it seems to be. For there's fellas who'd cut you for the coat on your back, or the watch that you got from your mother. So take care, my young bucko, and mind yourself well. Would you give this sweet note to my brother? At the time, Uncle Benji was a policeman in Brooklyn, and my father, the youngest, looked after the farm. When a phone call from America said send a lad over, and my old fella said sure it wouldn't do any harm. For I've spent my life working this dirty old grind for a few pints of porter and the smell of a pond. And sure, maybe there's something you'll learn or you'll see if you can bring it back home. Make it easy on me. So I landed at Kennedy, and a big yellow taxi carried me and my bags through the streets and the rain. Well, my poor heart was thumping around with excitement that I hardly even heard what the driver was saying. We pulled in the shore parkways to the flatlands of Brooklyn, to my uncle's apartment on East 53rd. I was feeling so happy, I was humming a song, and I sang her as free as a bird. Well, to shorten the story, when I found out that day was Benji got shot down in an uptown parade. Oh, so while I was flying my way to New York, poor old Benji was lying in a cold city morgue. Well, I called up the old fella and I told him the news. I could tell he could hardly stand up in his shoes. And he wept as he told me, go ahead with the plan, and you're not to forget to be a proud Irishman. So I went down to Nellie's beside Fordham Road, and I started to learn about lifting and load. But the heaviest thing that I carried that year was the bittersweet thoughts of my hometown so dear. I went home in December 'cause the old fella died. Had to borrow some money off Phil on the side. Oh, and all the bright flowers and brass couldn't hide the pearl-wasted face of my father. We sold up the old barnyard for what it was worth, and into my bag stuck a handful of earth. And I boarded a train, and I caught me a plane, and I found myself back in the U.S. again. It's been 22 years since I've set foot in Dublin. The kids know to use the correct knife and fork, but I'll never forget the green grass and the rivers as I keep law and order on the streets of New York.